So I'll be sharing career opportunities that are available for you as a dependent in the UK. In the last video, I talked about the opportunities you might be missing out and why you should not just settle for menial jobs in the UK. Now, I'm going to be, addressing the career opportunities that you need to explore as a dependent in the UK, or that you can explore as a dependent in the UK. Hello lovelies, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bola. Thank you so much for joining. On this channel, I share information about my life as an immigrant and also migration opportunities for those who are in UK most especially, and sometimes I extend it outside of UK, but mostly I share information about my life as an immigrant in the United Kingdom and migration opportunities that are available. So if that's something you feel might catch your interest, you might want to subscribe to this channel and also check out some of my other videos that I have filmed and uploaded so far. Thank you very much. Today guys, I'm going to be talking based on the last video that I released. If you have not seen that video, I'm going to link it in the description box. You might just want to see it so that it will give you context to this video, and watch it after this one, or you go watch that one then you come back to watch this one, whichever you prefer. But without wasting too much time, let's dive right into it. But before I move on to those career or what career you should explore, I have some basic things that I'm going to, share with you that will just, give you closure and a better understanding before you finally make your decision. Because at the end of the day, it is your decision to make. I am just here to give you information. But you can go back, do your research, and, based on what you have researched, come to a decision and finalize on what you want to go for. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that do a research on the field you were working on before coming to the UK, and find out information about how you can stay relevant in that field. How do I mean? Let's say you used to be like an engineer back in your home country, and you came into the UK and you realize that to become an electrical engineer is kind of difficult to achieve in the UK, or is not so straightforward for you to achieve in the UK. One of the things you might want to do is you might want to explore other career options that you can easily switch to from electrical engineering. So you do not necessarily have to come here to become an engineer just like you were back home. You can actually do some courses that will help you transition to other area, other specialty, stay within your field, but not necessarily electrical engineering, if you get what I mean. So you could, from electrical engineering, you can switch to something like software engineering, and software engineering is very, very broad. So you can do your research and find out what subspecialty under software engineering you want to specialize in. There are different opportunities under that you can specialize in. There is quality, software engineering, there is data analysis, there is data science, there are a lot that you can actually switch to settle in from electrical engineering role that you were doing back home. So you have to do your research, find out, and decide on what you want to pursue. Also, if you were an accountant back home, you can easily become an accountant here in the UK, or you can work in the finance sector in the UK. So you might even choose that you don't want to just be an accountant, you want to work in fintech, you want to work in other areas of, finance in the UK. So what you could do is you can actually find out, are there exams that you need to take to actually, switch easily into that role of what is available within the finance sector. So whatever it is you were doing back home, don't just sit down and relax and feel you cannot get it done here. It's a lie. You can get it done. The most important thing you need to do is do your research, use Google to find out, talk to people as well, because your network is your net worth here in the UK. So use people, find out information from people, ask questions around, and let people connect you to one or two persons they know that can give you the right information that you need to get started. Next thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what exactly are you particular about? What are you interested in? Know your interest. How do I mean? Are you about career progression? Are you about job satisfaction? Are you just about the money? Depending on what you want and your interest, it will actually give you direction as to what to do. So if you are particular about career progression, that means you want to stay in the line of your career and pursue it. If you're particular about money, that means you want to get jobs that can give you money fast and speedily, and you want to work on that. Because the truth is, if you're looking for a professional job in the UK, it will not necessarily pay you so much. The ones that will pay you so much, you have to rise up to the level of directors and senior managers and all those senior roles. But starting out, basic salary will not pay you so much. But if it is the money you're about initially, you can pick up 1, 2, 3 support jobs, run the shift in a way you can, and gather the money as soon as you want to. So know your interest, know what you want. Are you about money? Are you about career progression? Are you about job satisfaction? Once you answer those questions, then you can now know what's next to do. So let's say, for example, you were a pharmacist back home and you've come to the country and started with a care job. While you are doing your care job within the hospital or within the healthcare sector, you can actually talk to people and find out about what you need to do to become a pharmacist in the UK, the courses you need to take, your necessary certification you need to verify and work on, and you just find out information on how to get started. And while you're doing your care job, you're doing a background assignment on how to get yourself established in the career that you love and you want in the UK. And from there you start talking to people, finding out information, and in 2 years or less, you are able to achieve that, and you are able to switch career and move on, and you have that job satisfaction, you have that career progression, you feel happy, you feel satisfied with yourself. Find out what is of utmost importance to you and go in that line. Another thing I'm going to talk to you about is, do not be afraid of learning something new. Don't be afraid at all. Like, there is nothing you want to achieve that you cannot achieve. I think I've been saying this in all of my videos, and I keep saying it because I've seen people who feel so laid back, they cannot do anything because they feel, how do I even start? There's nothing so new or so difficult for you to learn. You can learn anything whatsoever it is you feel you want to learn in this world. So let's say you're a lecturer back home and you've come here, you can actually continue in the line of your lecturing. You can actually just pick up a PGD position and just do a certification or just do a 6-month course that will give you that UK certificate you need to actually continue in the line of your lecturing, in the line of your lecturing career. So there's nothing too difficult for you to learn. Sometimes you may need to learn something new, sometimes you may need to understand how things work here, and that may require you to learn, write some exams and all of those things. At least I've seen someone who has no knowledge of finance, who has no knowledge of accounting, who has no knowledge of whatever has to do with finance. What she did was she took a course with some of these special schools in London, an online course for like 6 months, did it, wrote the exam, got a job with a finance company, and has been able to rise up the ladder within a space of less than 2 years. Now a manager who is supervising other people and leading in a role. And she has no knowledge of finance or accounting or anything whatsoever at all. She just found out, okay, what can I do? Okay, you need to do a course. Picked up the course. Her background was even in health. Okay, so there's nothing too difficult for you to learn, and it's never too late for you to learn anything. So back to what I've said earlier, find out your interest, pick up a course, learn it. Once you learn it, put yourself out there. Okay, put yourself out there and be open to explore. So some of the careers that you can actually switch to regardless of your background, some of the career you can pick up and work on as a dependent in the UK ranges from project management, quality assurance management, some tech roles like data analysis, data science, computer analysis, cloud engineering, product management. You can check out my video about product management. I have someone who switched from being a nurse to being a product designer, and she's making good money, and she even did that in Nigeria. If she's able to achieve it in Nigeria, you can imagine that it is actually possible for you to achieve it here in the UK, where you have more resources, you have more what's it called, a better enabling environment to yourself. Okay, so those are some of the things you can explore. Let me address those who they were into business back home. Maybe they have their own business they were running, they were fashion designers, they were pattern crafter, they were stylists and all those things, makeup artists, and you were running that business back home and you wish to continue in the UK. It's very, very, very simple. Nobody is saying that you cannot continue in the line of the business you were doing back home. It is not impossible. It is actually very, very simple. What do you need to do to get started? So what you need to do is you need to go on the gov.uk website and read about starting a business in the UK, everything it needs to take, because it is not directly straightforward for you to start business here in the UK. This is a country that takes tax very, very seriously. So you need to find out about process you need on to follow so as to file your tax. You need to find out about that. You need to find out about, okay, what do you need to do to get your business registered? Because you cannot just be, you can run a business without registering it, but once you are caught, it becomes a problem. So if you don't want problem and you don't want trouble, you want to register your business, find out about what needs to be done for you to get your business registered in the UK. You know, talk to the banks, talk to, you know, accountants that you know, talk to people around about what you need to know, and also go on gov.uk website. Every information you need is actually there. So find out about what you need to do to get started, you know, on your business, how you can file your tax, how you can report your, you know, everything that needs to be reported, the logistics, the delivery, everything you need to do, everything you need to know, import tax, if you are importing materials to, you know, get your business running in the UK, every single thing. And there's some information here on this YouTube too that you can also explore. Check out YouTube for information about, you know, business in the UK, how you can run it successfully without falling into trouble or without getting into trouble. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that I have come to talk to you about today as a dependent that you can consider on how to switch your career route. Then another thing I'm going to say is that if you're in the UK and you're trying to switch career, or you're trying to pick up on your career or move forward in your career line, one mistake you should never make is keeping quiet. You guys, I keep saying it because I know that for me as a Nigerian, people are so used to, you know, keeping quiet. I don't want this person to know this. I don't want this person to know this, and all those things. Ask people questions. It's better you ask questions and they don't give you the response you want. At least you will know that you have tried. But you never can tell the person that you are going to ask that is going to refer you to the person that will show you the way. And it's just better to know the way. If you know the way and you're able to work smart, you will enjoy this country. That's the honest truth. If you know the way and you're able to work smart, you will enjoy this country. But if you don't know the way, you go tay. Frustration, go like, let me just leave that aside. So talk to people, look out for opportunities, join groups, you know, be active on LinkedIn. Be active on LinkedIn. Talk about yourself. Talk about the project that you have done. Talk about how you're passionate about, you know, bringing your knowledge, your expertise into the UK. Recruiters will search for you. You know, they will search for you. LinkedIn is a very, very powerful tool. Like, I know somebody that has gotten a lot of opportunities, even outside of the UK. They've gotten it here on they've gotten it on LinkedIn. So use LinkedIn to your advantage. It is a very, 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 very powerful tool. So talk to people. This is not the time to burn bridges. This is time to, you know, relate and reach out and talk. Even if you've made a mistake of not telling them that you're in the UK, now that you are here, call them and reach out to them and say, I'm very sorry, I made a mistake, blah blah blah, but I need help. Okay, cry for help. I need help. And trust me, if you're able to do some of these things, you might just see yourself, you know, getting to that point of satisfaction that you've always wanted to be in your career, and you're able to get a job and you're able to get something that is flexible enough, that is good, and from there you are moving forward and things are, you know, looking good for you. All right, so yeah, I hope this video has been very, very helpful for you. I hope you have gained one or two things, and I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.